2-1.
Hare Krishna, my name is Balaram Prana Das. Originally I took birth in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's where I grew up, and then I moved to Chicago where I eventually met the devotees. In Chicago I was kind of like a gutter punk artist, music person, and I would like dumpster dive a lot for food for me and my community, and while I was dumpster diving I found Srimad Bhagavatam. And during that time I kept just one book of Bhagavatam and I had it on my shelf, and eventually more things happened. I met a devotee, I got interested in a farm, and also a band of devotees came to my house. The band is called Prince Rama, they're no longer together. But I was running a DIY music venue in Chicago in a warehouse. So we had a warehouse with like 15 people living there, and we would throw music shows, and the devotees came and they had a show there at my house. And so that's the first time I experienced kirtan at all. I didn't know much about it, but over the years more and more things happened, and I met more devotees and more spiritual things started happening to me. And so eventually I found myself in a kirtan, and I realized I was in a kirtan, realized I liked it, and then that was in California, in Sierraville. And a little bit after that, I moved back to my hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I remembered that I liked the kirtan. I was looking for something to do. And so I went online and found people doing kirtan. And there was a group of ISKCON devotees in my hometown doing kirtan. I met them, and the rest is history. This was like 7 or 8 years ago that I met them, and I've been practicing since then.
Very nice. So what advice would you give to a person who is not really connected to the Krishna consciousness or the Vedic process?
A person who's not connected. Well, okay, so if you're not connected to Krishna consciousness, that's okay, but better to be connected. But what we like to tell people is that you can connect yourself from where you're at by presenting yourself to God in the way that you find Him attractive. So God can come to you in any way, shape, or form, and whatever you kind of feel is attractive to you, please go towards that form of God. And in this day and age, use the names of that form of God and say them out loud and say them with heartfelt meaning, and that heartfelt crying out for God is actually the best way to worship.
So can you spell what those names are?
The names that we use are Hare, Krishna, and Rama. Together they're in the Maha Mantra, which goes Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So that was very nice. Thank you. So what do you think of the Krishna Life Festival here?
Krishna Life Festival is very nice. Unfortunately, my wife and I missed some of it, but we love the community here in Atlanta, and we're happy to have caught only the last day.
Last day. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.